offensively, a lot of attacking throughout the game, but especially down in the box, and pretty efficient passing, specifically from Morales.
Yeah, I think Javi found a little bit of his swagger again tonight, and that should bode very well for us.
Jason, I know you started the match with your first choice lineup, but your two center backs weren't in there at the end. What's your concern, and what's their status really going into the second leg at this point?
Yeah, it's always immediately after the game. It's always way too early to know. Olaves is a muscular injury, Borchers is a knee injury, so we'll hopefully be able to get them into a hospital tomorrow to do some tests and get it diagnosed as quickly as possible.
Jason, you were talking about focus for 90 minutes, except for maybe a little bit after the first goal when they Seattle pressure. Were you pleased with the way you guys played that jumped the focus?
Yeah, I was very, very pleased. For me, that was a complete match, and we haven't had a complete match of good soccer and good focus and all the requisite commitment for a very long time.
Jason, it seemed like you caught Seattle over-rotated a couple of times, and you were able to find a lot of space in the flanks. Was that something that you picked out ahead of time, or was that just how the match unfolded for you?
Yeah, it was something we picked out ahead of time, and I think we were effective at it a couple of times. I think there was quite a few more times that we could have gotten at them even more with it.
Jason, talk about the defensive effort. The first half in particular, you allowed no shots on goal for Seattle. How much did that set the tone for the entire 90 minutes? We're all going to walk away from here, I think, feeling real good about the soccer that was played and the passes and the effective passing in the box, as somebody said over here earlier. But I'm going to walk away feeling very, very proud of what the guys put into it defensively. And we know inside our locker room that our attacking abilities and our pretty soccer comes from working hard together defensively to win the ball back in the right spots.
Jason, could you talk about just how you guys seem to come out with a really aggressive mindset early? Sometimes these first games takes a while for it to open up, but it seemed like you guys dictated right away.
Yeah, I thought our spirit was really, really good, and I'll tell you what, that's credit to the crowd. That was the first time in a long time I can remember at the beginning of the match looking around saying, look, the stands are almost full. Typically we got to wait till close to halftime to get the stands full, and tonight they were almost full from before the kickoff. So it was a very, very loud start. And as I was looking out there, I thought to myself, well, if you can't get up for this game, you just can't get up at all. So, I think that crowd noise and that energy, that positive spirit was given to us by the crowd. And I'm very, very thankful for that. I thought the guys going out there with a fantastic amount of energy. The soccer took a while. It was knocking off people's shins and those sorts of things as it would typically early in a match. But the energy was perfect.
Jason, you mentioned how it was good to have all 11 guys back, your strongest lineup. Do you think they felt that as well and and brought their play up because they realized what they had on the field?
I believe so. I said during the week that we had a choice to make. We could come into this match feeling very sorry for ourselves and down about ourselves and negative. All we have to do is read the articles and listen to the people. The fans out there tell us how bad we are. So we had the choice to make whether we wanted to do that or we wanted to remember back to CONCACAF and remember back to the good spells during the season about how good we can be. And it seems to me the guys made the right choice.
Jason, sometimes you've talked about playing a little off when your backs are not against the wall. Does this result worry you that way?
Sure it can. I think, if we spend too much time patting ourselves on the back tonight, we spend too much time watching the highlights, I'm sure that everybody's now going to tilt their opinion and change their opinion and tell us how good we are. We spend too much time reading about that, then we're going to put ourselves in a bad place. We've got to keep our feet on the ground and say it was a good first half, and there's a second half still to play.
Can you talk about the Morales substitution? Was he gassed or just wanting to give him some rest?
He was a little bit gassed. I was worried, for him to, as everybody knows, he's played his first couple of games 90 minutes with a quick turnaround. I thought that was a consideration, and he also has a little bit of a muscle problem, so we'll have to monitor his progress over the next couple of days too.
So, Jason, all this adversity that you faced
I still say that the proof is in the pudding. We have a little indication tonight, a small indication, that perhaps all of this adversity we have faced has put us in a good place. But that's only the first step, and there's 3 more steps to take.